What's going on, everybody? All right, I want to get on here and tell you about an issue that my cousin had with his TRD Pro Tacoma. The Tundras also have these, so it probably is possible that it could happen to your Tundra as well. Now, what happened was he took it through a car wash. Now, it was a touchless car wash. It wasn't one of those ones that had the brushes and stuff like that. It was totally a touchless car wash. And as he was going through it and it got washed and everything, it didn't happen while the water was spraying on it. Now, the water spraying on it may have made this piece come loose, but it didn't happen while it was washing. It happened actually while it was going through the dryer with the strong winds blowing on it, which tells me, I mean, if you're running 80 miles an hour down the interstate, I guess it could possibly happen then too. I'm sure the water loosened it. But what I'm talking about is there are these pieces on the top of your truck. And like I said, the Tundra has these too. I don't know if they're made quite like the Tacomas are, but they run across the top of the truck on each side on like the water channels where the water beads off on the side of the truck, right through that section. And there's these rubber seals or strips, and I guess they're not seals, but they're strips that go down through there. And they kind of go underneath. There's, as you can see in one of the photos, there's a little piece that slides underneath it. And I guess maybe some adhesive holds that on. But whenever he went through the car wash and the water, probably, I'm guessing the high pressure water probably loosened it. And then when he hit the drying section, it actually blew the piece off. Not completely off, but as you can see from the photos, it was mostly off. Now, he asked me what I think he should do about that. In my opinion, I think that he should take that back to the dealer and have that fixed under warranty, because that should not happen. I get that it was high pressure water, but you got to wash your truck. It'll rust down if you don't. Toyotas have been known to rust. I mean, they've replaced a lot of frames on the Tacomas for rust. So I'm sure Toyota wants you to keep those things clean. And if you're in a hurry and you run through one of those touchless ones, that should not happen. Now, that's never happened to my truck. I've had it through a few of those. Not a lot. I usually hand wash my truck, especially. My other vehicles, sometimes I don't, but my truck especially, I usually hand wash. But that should not happen. Now, you could also take that up with the owner of the car wash, especially if he's there. You could show him, hey, this blew off. They probably have insurance at the car wash, if I was guessing. But in his case, his truck has under 15,000 miles. It's like 14,900 and some miles. So it was under 15,000 miles. It is a 2019, I believe. I think he got it towards the end of 2019, right before the 20s came out. But that still should not have happened. If it's a 17, 18, it shouldn't happen. That piece should not blow off. And I wanted to put this on here as a warning to you guys. Pay attention to that if you're using these touchless car washes. That could make that come loose. Now, it may not even come loose while you're in there, but this tells me, like I said, if you go through one of those and it loosens it, and then you're driving down the interstate or something, it could blow off at that point in time, and then it's just gone. And if it does that, you could damage a car behind you, of course, and you may not even know that it came off. You could be riding around for, who knows, till you hand wash it the next time, because I might notice it on a Tacoma where I'm like 6'3", I can kind of see on top of them. But if you're under 6 foot tall, or your Tacoma's lifted, or you're on a Tundra, especially if it's lifted, like I can't see over mine. Mine's like 7 foot tall to the top of it. So you may ride around forever and not even know that piece is gone. Now, I did check mine. Both of mine are still on there. But this, like I said, this is just a warning. If you are using these touchless car washes, or even the car washes, the automatic ones that have the brushes, especially, because that could grab antennas, anything sticking up, such as trim and stuff like that. I have known those to actually grab antennas, especially, and jerk those off the vehicle. That would be horrible. I can't imagine how that would strip out the threads possibly at the antenna screws in, and then that could be crazy trying to replace that piece down inside that fender. I'm not sure if you'd have to remove the whole fender, but you might have to remove the whole fender to replace that threaded piece that the antenna screws into. It's possible it could grab fender flares. I just do not advocate going through those car washes that have the brushes, but it could happen with the touchless one, as we've seen in the photos prior. Again, if you're doing this, just make sure those pieces don't come loose, because like I said, it could come off. You may not even know it. You could damage a vehicle behind you, or it could slap the top of yours as you're driving down the highway and damage the paint. I appreciate y'all watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.